Okay, so welcome to tablet training, all of you guys. I have a PowerPoint that Tanya sent me, so I'm going to be going through that, but also I've done 2 auctions now on the tablet, so I'll have like little other information. But first of all, I think we need to go make sure that everybody has what they need on their tablet. So you need to have Excel, which is very vital. And you need to have Genius Scan Plus. I know I said that or Adobe, but I'm gonna go ahead and make everybody do Genius Scan Plus. Does everybody know how to get things on their tablet? Has that been successful?
Actually, when I tried to do Genius Scan Plus, I was getting an error message.
Have you signed into 2moxley@gmail.com?
No, what have they changed the password to?
I think it's auction 1 with a capital A. It's either that or auction 123.
All right, and also with Adobe, it's telling me when I try to do Adobe, and I'm assuming, do you mean Flash Player?
No, I think there was the Adobe thing was basically the same thing, or the same, like, fulfill the same role as Genius Scan Plus, but I don't have Adobe on mine, and the guy, I sent an email to the tablet dude, and he told me to get Genius Scan.
Okay,
and
so
it's been super duper helpful. Like, it's my favorite app right now. So,
okay,
like,
so you would recommend it more than Cam Scanner?
Cam Scanner is good for, like, if you want to take a picture of like one thing, but I haven't even tried to use Cam Scanner for what I've used Genius Scan Plus for, and so yeah, I would recommend Genius Scan over it because it's just so easy to move things around and like merge PDFs and put them in places where you can find them later. It's really easy.
Okay, sounds good.
So everybody, make sure you all have that in just a couple minutes. Cam Scanner is good, so you can have that too. Titanium Recorder. Adobe, I didn't put this on the list because I didn't think about it, but Adobe Fill and Sign, DC, is super awesome because you have to sign your auctioneer invoices, and so this lets you just do that on your tablet. You can just sign it. And I don't think any of the other apps we have let you do that. And then everybody should have and FTB. That should already be on the tablet for sure. And I think that's pretty much it for what we really need day to day at the auctions. That's all I've ever used. So everybody has that. I'm going to go ahead and start this PowerPoint. That's not it. I want this. All right, can everybody see that?
Yes.
All right. The 10X Auction Day Tablet Guide. This is actually technically a draft because I would like to send it to everybody just so you can have a reference, but Tanya won't let me do that yet. So hopefully once it's all like polished and complete, I'll be able to disseminate this to everybody, but I'm not allowed to share it. But I can show it to you, so that's what we're going to do. And look, it's 140 slides, so buckle up. All right, we know where we work. This is what everything will cover. Everything that you need to do the night before and the day of and post-auction. This will be all of that. So I know most of y'all have done an auction this week, so you're familiar with what you kind of need to get set up beforehand. So this is just kind of an overview of everything of that. So, does everybody know how to get into their county inbox? Yes. So yes, everybody, no, I can't see the chat thing. Is there a chat thing? Okay, yes, good. Sorry, this is weird. I can't see everybody's stuff. Is that okay with everybody? Can everybody see? Okay. So getting in the inbox is super important because that's where you get the master qual sheet and all of the clearances and postponements and cancellations and any other sort of correspondence that you will be doing with your asset manager. So when you get in there and you make your little block sheet, you can, it has a little tab where you can select the county and, you know, so you don't have to look at everybody else's county, you can just look at yours. And so you need to set that up and hide all the columns that you don't want. And we can go over that later. It might be in here, it should be in here. And then you want to make sure that you have all your NOSs. And it's really easy to just take little screenshots of all your NOSs and put them into one PDF file and put them into a little folder so that you can have them easily accessible the day of the auction. And everybody should have the Caspio check-in favorited as a little thing on their home screen, so you can just click that and check right in. And do y'all know how to make a folder on the tablet? I will show you. This would be a lot easier if I could hook up the tablet to this so I could show everybody, but so this is that. And you go to Files, and then you can make a folder in there in Device Storage. You go to More and Create Folder, and name it whatever. Create. And then when you have your folder, if you long press on it, this is not helping at all, then you can add a shortcut to your home screen, and then you will have all of your stuff right here whenever you want it. So this is from today's auction, so I have all my scans and all of my spreadsheets and everything that you need right there on that little folder on the home screen. So that's pretty much the most helpful thing at the beginning, is making sure you have that spot where everything is saved. Does everybody understand how to do that? So everybody should know how to do the naming conventions. It's E-7611HH, like county code, name of your county, state, and then whatever the thing is. So banking spreadsheet or QA scans checklist or auctioneer invoice, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is. So everybody has Titanium recorder, and we need to be recording audio and everything. It includes your general announcements and your like closing announcements. So make sure you record all of that. Okay. And also keep your folder, because like keep it on your tablet for like 6 months. Don't delete it for a really long time, because things can come up much later, unexpected. Like one of our coworkers had to execute a deed again after like 4 months after he had cried the sale, and it just randomly came up that the attorney couldn't find it. So you never know, things could go awry. Just keep all your documents. Whoop. Okay, so this is where I got that little list. This is Tanya's list. Cloud Magic, we're going to change that to Blue Email. I think it's what it's called, Blue Mail. Yeah, it's called Blue Mail. It works pretty much the same way, and it's supposed to be a way to get into your inbox and the county inbox at the same time, but I've been experiencing a couple issues with that, and it won't let me, like, I got into my own email, but it won't let me get into the county inbox. So the way I work around for that is in Firefox, and you can do it in Chrome too, put your email in your main tab and then open a private browsing window. When you go up those little 3 dots, you can do a private tab. Then you can log into the county inbox, and that way you can be logged into 2 inboxes at the same time. And so solution to that is fixed. Good. Adobe is going to be replaced with Cloud Magic Plus. Not Cloud Magic, sorry. Genius Scan Plus, which we went over that earlier. So these are all the things you absolutely, completely need, except for Blue Email and Genius Scan.
Hey, Megan. Yeah, as far as Cloud Magic goes, you says it's going to become Blue Mail.
Don't download Cloud Magic, download Blue Mail. Lindsay told me to do that last night.
Okay, so I already have Cloud Magic on there. So, but you're saying now, so Cloud Magic itself is no longer going to run, or as long as I have it on there, does it run as Cloud Magic?
It should, but well, I couldn't get into the county inbox on it, and so I asked Lindsay about it, and she told me to do Blue Mail because Cloud Magic was becoming a paid app, and so that might be why it didn't work. But then I still couldn't get into the inbox on Blue Mail either. So I think it must be something I'm doing. I'm not sure. Either Cloud Magic or Blue Mail should work. If it's working for you, then keep going.
All right, just one more question. As far as Blue Mail goes, since it's a paid app, do they want us to pay out of pocket and then submit to Concur?
No, you don't. Like, Blue Mail is not a paid app. If Cloud Magic has like a paid version of it, and she thought that was why I was having issues making the inbox work, but I don't think that was the problem. But Blue Mail works the exact same way. So, but if you already have Cloud Magic, you're not going to have to pay for anything.
Okay, great.
So you're mute. Caspio and setup. So all of you guys should know exactly how to use Caspio at this point. It's how you check in and where you put all your little documents when you're done and your attendance and results. And it's how you do auction issues. So it's super helpful. If y'all don't have that as a little star link, all you do is when you open it in Firefox and go up to that little 3 dots, and you can add it to the home screen, and then it becomes a little icon. You can just tap that, and boom, you're there. This is going to be how to do that. There are those 3 little dots. There's that page, add to home screen. And there it is. That is what it will look like. And I made another, like how this thing, that little Google, this is a folder. I put all my auction.com relevant apps into a little folder like this. So they're all easily accessible, like in the top corner of my thing. I just don't like a cluttered screen. That's just me. Okay. For Caspio reports, if you don't have a value for a field, just enter 0, just to make sure that the people who are reading them know that you were aware of that field and there was nothing else to put in there. Make sure you have the right county. But that should be pretty easy because it asks you like 4 different things to identify your county and where you are, so that shouldn't be an issue. All right, well, this is Cloud Magic, but who's using Cloud Magic other than Dorothy? Anybody? I've lost the chat again. Okay, well, this is basically the same kind of setup as Blue Mail. So either use this or that, or neither if you don't want to. Just use the private browsing. Just reiterating, it just helps you be in more than one inbox at the same time. It is kind of cool because if you work in a bunch of different counties, you can keep them all logged in, so you won't have to constantly be putting a different email and password somewhere. It just kind of eliminates those steps if you can make it work, which I can't, but. So Core FTP, y'all should have Android and FTP on your tablets. FTP is like a file sharing program, so it's sort of like Dropbox. Everything that we put in there is accessible by everyone else. So like when we put our scans in there, everybody in corporate can access them and see them immediately. So it's just a very easy way to share all of our stuff across the country. It's where we're going to put audio and contracts, bid logs in contracts. The banking spreadsheet goes in there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all that goes in there. And they're very easy. Like you get in there and it just has little folders for audio. It says auction audio uploads and banking spreadsheet uploads. So it's very easy to find where you need to put these things. And FTP. Does anybody not have that? Okay, good. Click on your little folder and that opens up the auction.com server. It's got a lot, it looks kind of overwhelming, but it's not. It's just a lot of folders. So you would select auction recording uploads. And then on this one, we've been having to create a folder. You have to create your folder and name it these things. And the date thing is kind of weird. Like that's how you put the date in there. So it would be 09/020 for today, 2016. So there's your folder, and then you go in and click your folder again. So when you do that, why is it not saying? Oh, okay. The night before they want you to do this. You don't really have to do this the night before. You can do it right before you upload everything. But if you really want to save a couple seconds, you can go ahead and make all your folders the night before. So make that folder, and you set up your banking spreadsheet one and where you put your scans. Does anybody have any questions so far? No? Okay, good. So this is how you make your little folder. So you want to go to your device storage and create a folder and name it with the naming conventions so it's easily accessible in case something comes up in 4 months and you need to go back to it. So the E-7611 venue code county folder. Okay. And then that's the same thing. You can do that more is where you put the add to home screen, and then it'll show up on your desktop thing so you can access everything. Excel. So everybody knows what a high bid report looks like and the checklist and the spreadsheet. So in the county inbox, there will be a master qualifier sheet, and it has all of the stuff on it for every county on that day, which you don't need. So you can look at, okay, inbox is where you find it. It's so detailed. I have signed into Excel, but it kicked me out and I still can use it. It just says that I'm not signed in. But you can create an account and just use your email address. It's free. It doesn't do anything. I don't know what this means. This is unexpected. Hold on 1 second. I don't know how to do this. Quick break, y'all. This is an auto-paid plan. What does this mean? sorry. Okay. So yeah, you can make an Excel account if you want to. You probably should, just make sure it's easier. So you'll open your qualifier sheet. You can just click open, or you can scroll to, or like, you know, pull your drop down list, and it should be in the like recently downloaded things on your like little drop down thing on your tablet, and just click that and it'll open. Don't open anything in this other thing. Everything, all the commands work differently, so it's just confusing and not across the board. And this is how you can filter all your stuff. So we only need to click down this little arrow and then click whatever county you're in, and then it'll only be those things. We didn't used to do it like this. We used to have to make our own qual sheets, and so it was a little bit more complicated. So this is actually really awesome that they're just sending us this. And yeah, it's fantastic. You can filter your venue. Pick your county out of that little drop down. Wilson arrow. And they're going to be hiding some cells because it's kind of hard to see everything at once on the tablet. And so there are a lot of things that we don't really need for the auction. Like we don't need this column or this column or this one. So it'll just click on this little cell up here, like just the letters or the numbers, and it'll say hide. And it doesn't delete it, it just hides it, so you can unhide it whenever you want to. It just makes it a lot easier to look at.
Hey, Megan. I just wanted to say for some of the newer folks, how to set up your qual sheet. The instructions are in the workbook.
Yes,
so they can go into that to make sure they can see what they actually need and how to delete certain things.
Yeah. Once you do a couple auctions, it'll be pretty apparent what it is that you do need. But yeah, everything is in the workbook. And basically, you can make it however you really want to. Like if you feel like certain piece of information that is otherwise recommended to be hidden is like super vital to you, then just keep it on there. Whatever makes your life easier with this qual sheet, it's for you, for the auctioneer, just so you have all the information that you possibly could have about every asset. Hide. I wouldn't really know. I tried hiding this and it just made everything else come back up. So I wouldn't really hide that. You can make it little though. You can like just make it a teeny tiny column and it doesn't show up. Yeah, you don't need the column sequence number. That one. I don't even know what that means. That whole column is always empty. We don't need the beneficiary loan number. Hide that. Or the MI company. I don't know what that means either. We don't need the APN. Hide that, like that. We don't need web hits at all. Or how many people have saved that asset to their faves on auction.com. Ooh, it's got 6 people who are interested in this one. So hide that and hide that. And we don't need the credit bid seller value. Now, this one, this is really important. It's where you need to input information. So click on that and select insert, and that puts another column next to it. And then you want to fill in winning bid into that column. So that's where we'll have that in front of special notes. So insert a column, call it winning bid, the end. Yes. And you want to do another column, and that's where you're going to put high bid and the winning bidder. So whoever had the highest bid and the winning bidder number, like 3330 or whatever number you gave them that day. Whatever number is going on the contract, and however we had them registered in MLH, whatever that bidder number is. You're going to save this. I'm going save as and naming it correctly. And you want to save it on this device, and then you can find in your documents your little folder that you made. It's not on here. Yeah, find your little folder that you made, and you can put it in there, and then you'll have your high bid report for the rest of the auction, easily accessible. And the block sheet is the same thing. In the Caspio file uploads, they want a bid report and a block sheet, and this is the exact same thing. So, yes. And if you want to open up something super fast, even faster than keeping it all on your home screen, you can go to open on the recent stuff. This is going to be everything that you've looked at in Excel for all of time. All right, QA scans checklists. So everybody should have like a copy of this. If you don't, let me know and I will email you a template. It's going to look exactly like this. And basically, you just need to save it under a different name, under the name of whatever the naming convention for that day. So 7611 AL or HH Jefferson AL QA scan checklist, and then change your little, this guy to the right thing, and have that ready to go. And save that the same way you did the bid report, put it in your folder, have it ready to be edited. All right. Is everybody still with me? All right, this thing is saying I have less than 1 minute.